Jerry Morgan in his spare time volunteers as a driving instructor for a selected few students who are training for their driver's licenses. He is trying to make the world, or at least Reno, safe. Sometimes he wonders if this is a good decision. He wants you to be the judge. Jerry Morgan, driving with the devil, Jerry Morgan.
Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests, I know you all have the same burning question in your mind. Is Jerry really doing this to make the world a safer place? My answer to you is absolutely not. I do this for 3 reasons. One, I love to live life on the edge. Go where nobody else dares to go. 2, I have this inner need, which is an adrenaline rush that is just unimaginable. And 3, I have one thing related to cars on my bucket list that I haven't done yet, and that's being in a demolition derby. So I can combine that with being a driving instructor. I met my student last week. He's a sophomore, smart kid, has a 3.8 grade point average. He's an athlete. In fact, his fellow students call him Mr. Football. Great kid from that meeting. So I decide, okay, yesterday we're going to go and have our first driving test. And I talked to him a little bit, and I said, "You do have your learner's permit?" And he gives me this funny look and said, "Yeah." I said, "Did you pass the test the first time?" "No." "What about the second time?" Same answer. "Well, we can keep going here if you want, but how many times did you take the test before you passed it?" 4 times. I thought to myself, maybe it's time to skedaddle. I don't know. Then a thought came over me. Give this kid a chance. So I looked at him. Let's go get in the car. And with zeal, he slams open the door to his house and runs over to his dad's car. His dad's car is a 2012 Boss 302 Mustang. That's bad enough, but have you heard of the Luna Seca edition? It's a factory race car. And he walks over and puts his hand on the hood, and I walk over and put my hand on the hood. I said, "Whoa, hold your horses. I have 3 questions to ask you. Define speed limit." He looks at me. Full, maximum, and optimum rate of speed in which this car will accelerate to in 9 seconds. Well, he's got that one wrong. And then he said, By the way, in 9 seconds, this car will be doing 168.55 miles per hour. I said to myself, great. Great kid. He's even a math genius. Second question. Define driving. He thought for a moment. Quick answer. Putting power on the pavement. And he looks at me. This isn't your father's Oldsmobile. And I said, wrong again. But great kid, great sense of humor, I thought. I said, last question. Define devil. He looks at me. Yeah, and I said, you have no idea, do you? I said, let me tell you. It's somebody exactly like you who is clever, ruthless, reckless, a wild man, and crazy if you think I'm getting in this car with you. Your mother gave me the keys to her Subaru. Right over there. So I throw him the keys. We go around the neighborhood, and I said, slow down a bit. He looks at me, looks at the speedometer, and looks at the street. I'm doing the speed limit. Yeah, only one small problem. The car in front of you isn't. And I said, by the way, it's the pedal on your right, left, not on your right. We go for about another 15 minutes, and I didn't know this, but I know it now. I was about to get that adrenaline rush that I so crave. We came up to the intersection of McCarran and South Virginia. He put his blinker on to turn right. He turned right. Right into the path of a semi going through the green light. At that moment, a bright white light flashed in my eyes. And the only thought that I had was, if only I didn't have the devil sitting next to me, I'd be in that Boss 302 Mustang and out of here in 9 seconds.